All right, all right. I'm gonna get to this action here today. Well, the action is already on here today. We'll let you know exactly who has the games that I have played here. We had the Blue Jays and the Rays. We had the Phillies, the Braves. We had the Mariners, Yankees, the Tigers, and Twins, all of which that have finished. We have the Diamondbacks, Guardians in the top of the ninth. We have the Orioles, Rangers, top of the sixth. We have the Red Sox, Astros, top of the sixth. We have the bottom of the third here between the Royals and the White Sox. We have the Mets and Nationals about to tip off here in about 3 minutes. Then we have the Reds and Marlins, Brewers, Pirates, Cubs, Cardinals, Athletics, Angels, Rockies, Padres, and Dodgers, Giants to round out your MLB slate here today. So we'll give you the score rundown. The Toronto Blue Jays lost to the Tampa Bay Rays today, 3-2. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Atlanta Braves finally here, 3-1. The Seattle Mariners got back-to-back wins against the Yankees as they won today, 7-3 against Garrett Cole, which is an impressive win. And the Minnesota Twins beat the Detroit Tigers 4-1. So that is your little rundown here, your little update here as far as that's gonna go here. Let's get down. We get some WNBA action here. They have not yet got underway here, but we have some games. We have the Indiana Fever taking on the Atlanta Dream. We have the LA Sparks taking on the New York Liberty, and the Minnesota Lynx taking on the Seattle Storm. So those are the games here. Well, let's talk about yesterday's parlays before we get into today's. Yesterday's parlays, the first parlay, we had the over 7 runs in the Reds and Marlins. Unfortunately, that did not cash for us, for the game went 2-1. We had the Pirates plus a run and a half, plus the 125. The Pirates ended up beating the Brewers 5-3. Then we had the Nats plus the 2.5 to cover the spread, plus 101. The Nats actually beat the Mets yesterday, and Jacob deGrom's first return back 5-1. New York Yankees money line minus 169. That did not cover for us. We had the Rays money line plus 114. That did not cover for us. We had the team total under 7.5 runs in the Diamondbacks and the Guardians. It went over yesterday. It's definitely going over today. We had a team total under 8.5 runs in the Phillies and the Phillies and the Braves. The Braves smacked the shit out of the Phillies last night, 13-1. And then we had the Tigers money line plus 157. That covered. They beat the Twins yesterday, but not today. So we actually only won. We were 3-5 out of our first bet here, so that was not so wonderful. And then we had the second bet where we had our WNBA mixed in with a little bit of the remaining games of the MLB. We had the Las Vegas Aces minus the 3 on the spread. They did not win. We had team total under 167.5 between the Mercury and the Sun. That stayed under and cashed for us. We had the New York Liberty minus the 5.5 on the points. They ended up winning easily and covering that 5.5. And then we also took the team total under 169.5 in the Wings, and the Sky went 162. So we had that covered. So the Aces killed us there. Then we had the St. Louis Cardinals to win by a run and a half. They won 6-0. We had the Orioles money line. They covered and they won plus 104. We had the Dodgers to win by a run and a half. They beat the Giants 9-5 plus 116. And we had the Padres. They won by a walk-off by Trent Grisham, hit a walk-off to win 3-2 so we did not win that. So we went 6-2 in the second parlay. So did a lot better the second parlay than we did the first. So I don't know. So today, today's plays and parlays, we went with the first five under here. We went to the first five here. We took the Rays on the money line, and that did not cover. They were tied. We had the Phillies. They were losing at the first five. We had the under 4.5 runs in the Mariners Yankees. We know that went over. We had the Twins minus the 1.5 on the to be up by that. They ended up winning, but not at that time. And let's see, the Guardians, they covered for us. And the Orioles, they were tied, so that didn't cover for us there. We have the White Sox, and then we have the under 4.5 and the Red Sox and Astros. We know the Astros and that. So basically, we probably won maybe two bets here. We probably won two bets out of the first five that we did today. So once again, the first bet was not very formidable for us. And, unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes when you're trying to bet half the game instead of betting the full game. Sometimes, strange things happen. But nevertheless, we have our second parlay, which we took the team total over 158 and a half, 158, 158 and a half points between the Fever and the Dream, saying it's going to go over. I'm taking the Liberty again to win by 7 tonight. I'm taking the team total under 162 and a half between the Lynx and the Storm. We're taking the team total under 9 runs in the Mets and the Nationals. We're taking the Marlins to win by a run and a half, plus 109. We're taking team total under 8 runs in the Cubs and the Cardinals. Taking team total under 7 runs in the A's and the Angels. And Dodgers to cover and win by a run and a half again against the Giants here. Can we go triple lucky here? Can we go triple lucky on the Dodgers run line? Because it's been it's been pretty good for me this year. As far as my leans and bets, I mean they've been covering. Anytime I've kind of really bet them either money line or I bet them straight on the run line, I mean they've been a cover. They've been a cover for me here. And a lot of people don't like to bet the run lines. It's a little dicey sometimes. But if if you're betting on a team that's really hot and the bats are everything's just going right, then you should have no problems. But I mean, but it is kind of dicey, like I said, because sometimes it could come down to a one run game, and if that team doesn't only wins by one run, you need the extra half a run, so you get screwed by the halfer. But yeah, lots of trades that went down. A lot of people in new places, new faces. Trey Mancini's in the Astro uniform. Tommy Pham, he is now Red Sox. That's also Hosmer. Um, lots of different, different people and different teams now. Some went from contending teams to bad teams to contending teams, and some teams went from a contending team to so we're gonna see how that shapes out and shakes out for the rest of this season. Moving forward to see which moves actually propelled the team to the World Series and to the playoffs, and which ones didn't propel the team at all. So let's look at the NFL here. All right, NFL news. The Broncos wide receiver Tim Patrick has suffered a torn ACL, so that is, ooh, That is not good here. Then we got Finns will lose a first rounder for Brady and Peyton. Sean Payton tampering. Ooh, not going to be good for the Dolphins here. And then the Dolphins assistant, there's no directive to tank it. And those of you looking to draft Marquise Brown here might want to pump the brakes here. Marquise Brown has been charged with criminal speeding here. Now that doesn't, bode well going into the season right now. So not looking good for Kyler Murray here to have one of his targets. I mean, he's already going to be without DeAndre Hopkins for the first 6 games, and now what happens with Marquise Brown? He's gonna get suspended for probably a couple games. Obviously, maybe three. He gets 3 game suspension. Now, Kyler Murray, who's he gonna throw it to? He's got Trey McBride. He's got Zach Ertz. Those guys are gonna be well heavily targeted. And I don't know who else is there. Who else is there? Is there wide receivers? But I mean, Rondell Moore. I mean, Rondo, give me some more. Saints rookie booted after another practice fiasco here. New Orleans Saints Trevor Penning kicked for practice third incident 3 days here. So I mean, I understand guys are get frustrated out there. Guys get a little, you've been waiting to get back out there, and you're trying to, but teammates here, and then you're just doing bonehead stuff like that. I mean, it's definitely not the Sean Payton team that yeah. But depleted Dallas will give young receivers opportunities. I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to. You're gonna have to maybe. CeeDee Lamb is basically the healthiest receiver they have right now. Michael Gallup, he's gonna be out for a little while here, and then hey, they still got Dalton Schultz, and they got Blake. They got Blake. They got that Blake Jarwin. You got that Blake Jarwin show. They got Big Zeke, and then maybe Tony Pollard. Sneaky pickup in fantasy would be Tony Pollard. Use him in the passing games here as well. Here, Debo says communication was key in his new deal with the 49ers. I'm glad because that's the ex-NFL offensive lineman Chad Wheeler violated court order removing monitor device. So obviously he was the dude that was in an interracial relationship that supposedly beat his girlfriend and said pretty shitty shit, pretty nasty shit, But that's what these guys think, man. What, and people, I hope they get this guy some serious help before and really put this guy, maybe this guy needs to go sit some time in jail. I mean, some people, people just don't ever learn, by slapping them on the wrist, that doesn't, you basically you're basically making them affluent, making them affluent to their crimes and to their fuck ups, holding them accountable and responsible. So, so yeah, that's the then we have tomorrow. We got the Jaguars. We have the Jaguars and we have the Raiders here. It's going to be 90 degrees, close to kickoff, possible thunder showers. They're playing in Canton, Ohio at the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Coverage will be on NBC, the Peacock Network. Capacity capacity for that stadium is only 1,000. Well, we gotta know that there's gonna be more than 1,000 people there in that stadium. So, all right. With that being said, here let's look at some injuries. First on the Jaguars here, Travis Etienne, their first round running back from last year, he will not be playing. He's already him and Trevor Lawrence have been ruled out. Also, possibly will be ruled out is C.J. Beathard here. Most people remember C.J. Beathard is backing up the over there at the 49ers. And then James Robinson, also another running back that will not be questionable, that probably will not be. Micah Kaiser here is on the injured reserve here, linebacker for the uh, for the Raiders. Darren Waller, tight end, he's questionable. He will not probably be playing. Neither will Chandler Jones. So, like I said, right now they have the Raiders are the favorites, minus 2.5. The over under is 30.5 points here. I mean, it's gonna be crazy to say the least here. To say the least, by far. That so I mean, I'm sure we'll see Tyvon Walker a little bit, but we won't probably see him a lot. Probably see him for a play or two or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they might play him the whole game. I don't know. I mean, if they're not really playing a lot of guys and it's not really a meaningful game, it's just more of a tune up of an extra, get guys out there, and so it will be an interesting game to say the least here. My take here is, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's a toss up here. I know you're giving the Raiders a three, but really, both teams aren't going to have their, whatever guys and this and that. So I mean, it's going to be. So I mean, I kind of like the over 30.5. Honestly, I think you know, there could be points, even though that there's not these these guys on here, because that these guys are going to be in guys aren't going to be in tip top physique shape. Guys aren't going to be reacting as well to certain things, and then, so that's why I look towards that here instead of betting maybe the Raiders on the three or minus 2.5. Or taking the Jags money line. It'd be a sneaky take. Taking the Jags would be a sneaky bet because obviously they're the underdogs. But I like the over 30.5. I know that means the game has to go over 31 points. It could go 21-10. It could go 21-10. I'm good with that. And I think that could very well happen in this game. And that's kind of just my take on the game here. I'll break it down, get more, who's gonna try to see who's gonna be the starters. Let's kind of try to look at maybe some guys that keep our eyes on, that maybe make it not just an impact on this game here, but maybe be able to make an impact during the season. So yeah, let's give an update. It is Let's give it to you an MLB update here. All right, so Seattle defeated the Yankees 7-3. The Guardians defeated the Diamondbacks 7-4. We're going to the top of the seventh where we're tied at 1 apiece between the Orioles and the Rangers. We're going to the bottom of the seventh, and the Astros are just dominating the Red Sox 6-0. We go into the top of the fourth here where the White Sox lead 4-0. And we're in the bottom of the first. Chris Bassett, he's got runners at first and second, nobody out here. So on a full count to Yardel Hernandez here. So maybe by the Nationals getting rid of Juan Soto, maybe that helps them out a bit. Maybe they can start, just start playing baseball and stop worrying about having all these guys and then trade these guys away and just start playing baseball. And then that once you start doing that stuff again, it's. But yeah, that's what we had today here. Short but sweet day here today because we had an early day. But tomorrow we're gonna get in depth. I promise you into football here. We'll break it down. We'll get down to some MLB. So probably it's gonna be some WNBA. If not, we could take a day off WNBA. We'll have the NFL game that we'll be betting. So we might even take two bets on that game here. We might take two bets. We don't know. We're gonna do some deep diving to see where we can pull the trigger that we can maybe possibly be win a 2 unit play here, as I like to say, to call it the 2 unit play. But yeah, so peace out for today. We'll be back again on a Thursday. So this is your man, Fresh and Funky. I know it's been short and sweet, but short, sweet, and to the point. All right. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be better, not bitter.